What's up everybody, and welcome to Halo Infinite's Ending Explained. So after you beat the final mission in Halo Infinite, you were probably left wondering more things than any of the answers the game could provide. After going through the game twice and really studying the logbooks that are found throughout the game, I kind of came to realize that most of it didn't really matter, as it was filling in the gaps of what happened for the 6 months that the Chief was out. For reference for everybody, after you lose to Atriox in the very first cutscene, and before Echo 261 finds you, or right when Echo 261 finds you, 6 months had passed. In that time, Atriox's home planet was destroyed, humanity lost and is on near brink of extinction, there are almost no Spartans alive, and Cortana was captured. Also during this time, because this is an ending video with spoilers, Cortana deleted / killed herself and destroyed part of Halo Ring 7 Zeta, which is why when we get on Halo Ring we can see part of it destroyed. It was part of her plan to make sure the Banished and Atriox don't have weapon control of the Halo Ring. However, this is an ending explanation video with some theories in it, so let's go right to the ending, right after you defeat the Harbinger. So who is the Harbinger? The Harbinger is the newest threat, and her name states exactly what it is. She is a Harbinger. To those who don't know what a Harbinger means, a Harbinger is a person or thing that announces a signal of approach of another. Her mission, the entire game, was to release the Endless, to get the rest of her race out, and she's able to succeed at the very end. If we watch the final cutscene, she's talking to someone else. Both Master Chief and Cortana 2 state this as well, where they were like, who is she talking to? I don't know, but the signal is very old. That leads us to, who are the Endless? The Endless are the biggest threat to the galaxy. And actually, as stated from not just Cortana, but also Despondent Pyre in the, I believe the first Spire you tried to stop, that it's a bigger threat than the Flood. Remember, Halo rings were made to destroy the Flood. They could destroy every living organism, not living thing, living organism in the galaxy. So the fact that these Halo rings aren't a threat to the Endless just show how powerful they are. Now, I do have a few theories going about the Endless. I believe a few things. One is they could be descendants of the Precursors, because remember, before everything happened, the Forerunners had a huge war with the Precursors, and then obviously humanity was chosen as the next beacon, or, to lead the way, as chosen by the Forerunners. The other thing is, as the Forerunners couldn't defeat them, they imprisoned them. And it could be because possibly the Endless have greater technology, if not only with their greater power. If we reference the fight we had with the Harbinger, and we could consider her just a messenger or the weakest one, she was able to teleport at will anywhere she wanted to. She can fly / levitate, and she was able to use some type of energy attack where she was able to absorb energy, create a huge shockwave which could create an EMP, and there's a lot of other things we could think of. If we think of her as the weakest, then it would really show how dangerous the Endless are. The next thing we have to talk about is not Cortana, not rampant Cortana and her forgiveness or self-realization about being a team and what she did. No, it's more about the Forerunner technology. So at the end, not only does Master Chief mention that the Forerunner circles or technology here is different, Cortana 2 mentions that they jumped 3 days, that they moved ahead 3 days, which is longer than the entire campaign. The campaign happens within 1 to 3 days, or 3 days max. So we just jumped into the future by using a teleport. This is Forerunner technology. However, this Forerunner technology has never been found. Now, this has to do with the final cutscene, especially the legendary one that comes with text on it. If we look at the legendary text / cutscene, we get this. We get a line from Despondent Pyre saying, "Time is not a construct we can control." And then we get Grand Edict to say, "And we cannot allow it to be theirs," while we're seeing this secret key of Forerunner technology. And that key has to also do with the final thing that Cortana 2 says. She goes, the Harbinger and the Banished were looking for some kind of key or some kind of technology, and they both didn't find it. Why would the Forerunners make something and then throw away the key? But it seems that Atriox has the key. Atriox, who is presumed dead for some reason, even though it could have been an MIA call, is the one who has this key and could be working for something called the, as in the final words said, or something called the Criterion. That is unknown and more of a theory, but if we look at it in this aspect, Atriox has the key to something that could be time jumping related. You know, when it comes to time, obviously there are a lot of things to go into. I don't want to go too deep into this, as we could theory craft all day, but the fact that it seems that he has the key, found this hidden Forerunner technology, and knows, and he seems to be working with Despondent Pyre, who knows more about Forerunners than basically Rampant Cortana, who doesn't exist anymore. After this, we have to kind of assume what's going to happen in Halo 7/Infinite 2. Is Atriox being used? Does he have his own agenda? Will he return to the Banished? These are all things that are possible, but it seems that the Banished and Eshkarum, I'm not too sure how to say the second command's name, but it seems like he might have been used by the Harbinger to help her succeed in releasing the Endless. The other thing we have to be aware of is that Atriox now possibly has Forerunner tech and could help the Banished become even more powerful, or could maybe restore Halo Ring 7, and then they would have the entire ring to their power display. That's it for talking about the ending and some of the theories. If you guys, now I'm going to go into a little bit of the story just to try to clarify some details in case those were questions you had, rather than just the 2 cutscenes or 3 cutscenes at the end. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. For now, please don't forget to subscribe, like, etc. Let me know how you guys like the campaign. But I'm going to keep going. So, before I end this video, I really did want to talk about kind of what questions I had and what details I was able to learn as I played through the campaign twice, collected almost everything, and really, really enjoyed my time with it. So, I understand that this game is a year and a half after Halo 5. And I also understand that after the UNSC Infinity went down, humanity lost a war, and 6 months later the Chief awakens. The one thing I didn't get, and the one thing I was able to surmise though, is that this game only takes 2 to 3 days, as the Harbinger does work with the Banished at one point, and the Harbinger is released, roughly 6 or 12 hours into your campaign, as Echo 216 says, I haven't seen you for 6 hours. Now, here's some questions I have. Where are the Halo 5 Spartans? But this is answered in one of the UNSC audiobooks, as they stated that almost every Spartan is dead, though they are listed as MIA. Jaga, Rodami, and Eskarum, if you lose to them, state that you were the last hope and the last Spartan is finally defeated. So while their information can't totally be gotten off, or be truly trusted, it is pretty telling, considering one is labeled a Spartan killer and the other is the leader of the Banished, or de facto leader. I'm kind of curious why Atriox was considered dead or MIA. Maybe it's because he got lost into, and maybe after the Infinity crashed, he was researching so much on Halo Ring 7 Zeta that, or he got rid of his tag or something like that. I'm just confused on how their most powerful warrior, the War Master, is considered dead by his own group. The Halo ring is destroyed as stated before, when I mentioned that Cortana, after she blew up her planet, after she blew up Atriox's planet to try to coerce him into his side, or her side, its side, she essentially loses when her plan was for John to win and expected him to walk in. However, when it was Atriox, everything went awire, and henceforth she had to kill herself and destroy the Halo ring, because she finally realized her remedy, I guess, ended for that one moment, and she realized what she did wrong. The other thing is that it looks like Despondent Pyre is probably the most important character of this game. While the Harbinger is really important into releasing the next threat, Despondent Pyre knows more than it's letting on, and It not only can restore the Halo ring, but it seems to be working with the Criterion, with Atriox, has information on the Endless, which you could also see when the Harbinger is trying to like interrogate or question Despondent Pyre. And I want to know, what else does this machine know, and how is this going to affect anything? So that's it for the rest of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know how you guys like the campaign, how you enjoyed the gameplay. Did Halo Infinite reach your expectations? How confused you are by the story? And don't forget that Halo Infinite is considered a soft reboot, so they left a lot of not only veterans but new Halo players kind of in the dark, keeping it fair for everybody. I think the only people who really knew what was going on are those who played Halo Wars 2 or read some of the books. But yeah, I really enjoyed Halo Infinite. I can't wait for more. I totally was sinking a lot of time into the campaign. And yeah, I'm looking to get more achievements. Enjoy it. Peace, homies.